Michael with Cynet here, checking in with quick takes on the hottest stories in cybersecurity. Let's dive in. First up, the full scope of the MOVEit vulnerability exploit continues to come into focus as more organizations disclose that they too were compromised. This is an RCE vulnerability that allows unauthenticated attackers to gain access to MOVEit Transfer's database through SQL injection, then manipulate the database or otherwise access unauthorized information. Some pundits are comparing this compromise to SolarWinds because MOVEit is seemingly everywhere. Victims that we know of so far include the Department of Energy, the DMV in Louisiana and Oregon, Aer Lingus, the BBC, British Airways, Ireland's Health Service, the list goes on. The bottom line is, if you're still using MOVEit, ask your team to demonstrate not only that it was updated and when, but also for evidence that you were not exploited. Next up, a vulnerability was discovered within a niche little messaging app called Microsoft Teams. Perhaps you may have heard of it. Anyways, this vulnerability allows attackers to circumvent phishing safeguards and deliver malware directly to employees. Everyone using Teams as the app is configured by default is potentially on the menu. Microsoft, for their part, has acknowledged that the flaw exists, but, and here's the interesting thing, there are no plans to address it ASAP. This could be because the flaw is super complex or time intensive to fix, or maybe the vulnerability is just really hard to exploit. But now that the word is out, it will be very interesting to see if threat actors try to experiment with Teams as a point of access for malware delivery. Finally, SEO poisoning campaigns targeting healthcare organizations are on the rise. This according to a recent analyst note from the U.S. Health Sector Cybersecurity Coordination Center. SEO poisoning is when threat actors create URLs that, at first glance, appear legitimate, but actually direct to malicious websites. The threat actors then attempt to elevate their fake page in search results through tactics such as keyword stuffing, or artificially increasing a website's click-through rate to mimic organic traffic. They'll also try typo squatting, which hopes that an innocent mistake will take you to their page. Maybe you want to check out a score on ESPN.com, but whoops, you accidentally type in ESNP. Basically, if you're someone who might click a top search result without carefully vetting its entire URL, then boom! You've been SEO poisoned to connect to an attacker-controlled domain, and that could result in a compromise of your entire corporate network. You might be wondering, what is the best way to reduce your risk? Well, the analyst note suggests implementing typo squatting detection and prevention measures, as well as making sure that you're using the latest indicators of compromise lists. Well, that's a wrap for this rundown of cybersecurity scoops. On behalf of Cynet, the world's first autonomous all-in-one cybersecurity platform, thank you all for watching. Stay secure.